Alright, coming at you with another Cold Steel Knives review. This is the Cold Steel Recon Tanto on loan from Choir Boys Cutlery. It comes with a nice plastic molded sheath. Cold Steel calls that their Secure X sheath, and well, it is pretty secure. Did not come out shaking it, so it's not going to come out just walking around the trail or wherever, the battlefield. You never know what you might use with a knife like this. You could even attach this vertically like this to a pack and draw it down like that to have for attack mode. Really like the textured rubber grip on here. Cold Steel may have a fancier name for it than rubber, but rubber is rubber. Secure X, plastic is plastic, man. This is a cool knife. I do not own any knives with the Tanto blade. Tanto, maybe Tanto. Tanto's that Lone Ranger sidekick. The Recon Tanto. It's got a lanyard hole at the end, a guard only on the bottom, so you can fully choke up with your thumb to get more control when cutting. It's a stout blade, definitely 3/16 of an inch thick there. Tanto blades, they're more of a combat style knife than a knife for the backwoodsman, right? Maybe. But why not have a Tanto blade out in the woods? You can do some drilling with that precision tip. It's precision, but look how thick this blade is, all the way down to the tip. My clip point buck 119 is not like that down to the tip. I mean, it's a clip point blade. There's a difference between that and the Tanto, This is thick all the way down the spine, which, in my opinion, and you'll see here in a minute as I roll some footage in after I'm done chit-chatting here, this would be an excellent knife for batoning. This knife will take a beating. It's made out of SK5 steel, kind of the Asian version of 1095, we'll say. It's got that kind of strength and durability, known for being, it's a tough, high carbon steel. You'll see what I did with this knife. Basically going through the stump of a tree that fell over, probably a solid 4 inches thick. This, I didn't go through down all the way and split it. It got a little tough. I'll show you what I did, but no damage on this edge. Nothing, not one nick. Now it's not razor sharp. Actually, it wasn't razor sharp when I went out. Scab did his own testing with this. You can tell this knife has been used. Love the grip on this thing. Believe it's the same grip as the Cold Steel's famous SRK. I know they have a knife called the Recon Scout, or at least they did. Assume maybe they still do. Maybe that has that same handle too, but it looks the same as the SRK to me. So maybe this is really just the Tanto version of the SRK and not the Recon Scout. But these knives are pretty affordable. Only about 40 bucks or so on Amazon. Between 40 and 50 you can get these knives, maybe even less. So is it worth owning? I'd say absolutely. Go look up the Cold Steel Recon Tanto right after you watch me go to town on this. Oh, one more thing. before that. I just showed a little footage of the sheath on my belt. One thing that I liked about this sheath, I already had my shorts on and all buckled up on my belt before I thought about grabbing this knife, but this undoes here on the back, and I did not have to undo my belt to get this sheath on. What a nice feature. That is something you don't get on a leather belt sheath. But anyways, enjoy these next few minutes here of me testing out this blade. Alright, here we are, a little bit of a fashion show here, just showing off that ithtjxi sheath on the belt there. Unsnap that, pull it right out. It comes out of the sheath with ease, even though it is secure. It's still easy. Ooh, I found an exciting young growth here that I'll just hack away, do a little weed cleanup. There was a storm a few months back that knocked out all the trees that were in this clearing area. They did provide some nice shade, but man, something strange. Maybe a little tornado came through in this little clearing, knocked them all down, and the Recon Scout worked just fine. Here we are, going through a little thicker stuff. This is just a branch that was kind of, I don't know, it's like an inch and a, yeah, an inch thick maybe. We're just doing some slicing and dicing. It's obviously, you can see, bouncing all over the place, so not really great for chopping because it doesn't stand still. And hopefully you don't get sick or anything with my camera work here. But, you know, this blade hacks right through it. No edge damage. Still a nice, shiny thing. The camera would focus on it there. Now comes to the tough task. Look at this. That tree I mentioned that broke off in a storm. We'll say that's a solid 4 inches thick. We're going to chop down. There's some slits in it from where the top of the tree broke off, but I'm gonna just whack this knife down on through. Look at it go. Now that's not through the center of the tree. We're you know, doing a real life kind of exercise if we were to split this down into something for kindling. We're not actually felling trees here with this knife. But look at it. Look at all the way down. And bend that over. I didn't end up breaking it off. I don't know why, but this is really just an exercise, kind of a show of you know what you can do with this nice blade as far as batoning goes, because of the thickness of the spine all the way down to the tip. I would do a sort of quasi comparison here with the Buck Fro that you can see in a video that the Shredder Knife Reviews did. It is a much longer blade than this Recon Tanto, at least a solid 3 inches or so. I think it's a 9-inch blade on the Buck Fro, but that's made for splitting wood. And I would say a nice Tanto blade like this can do the job too, because of the thickness of the spine all the way down to the tip. Look, no edge damage again. We're just checking it out. Yep, still the Cold Steel Recon Scout working away. So let's I think I've gone through to slice down some of just the bark, peel it off, and it's just really doing the trick. So this knife, you can certainly just go to town and beat on it. It is a solid knife at a very affordable price. But yeah, anyway, yeah. Back to the Buck Fro comparison. This would be much easier to carry. The Buck Fro is much larger. So if you need to, you know, baton logs up to, well, I mean, it's a 6-inch blade, I believe, maybe even a little bit bigger. So we'll say, you know, you probably shouldn't do anything more than 4 inches. So that way you have enough blade to smack down through the wood. But this knife will do the job well.
So keep that in mind. You can put this on your belt like I have, or just keep it in a pack. You can use it as your wood chopper, and if you sharpen it up after that, you can definitely use this as your fighting knife too. Um, I didn't do a lot of research on the Tanto blade before this, but you know that tip will definitely be great for stabbing bad guys. You're just trying to bring the camera over to show you the work. Sorry I didn't get it completely in the frame there, but such is the life of a one-man camera crew. Yeah, good work there. One last thing here on the Cold Steel Recon Scout Tanto. You just saw me hacking through that tree and such. Now, I took this knife back home. I think I mentioned before there was no edge damage. This is a tough steel, and I ran this across my leather strap, and I can shave hair with it. So no need for the stone, just on the leather strap. Now this wasn't super sharp when I received this knife, but it's back to being pretty darn sharp, but just a strap, no sharpening on the stone. Cold steel, quality. Take it easy.